So we're working on the color. Getting this color. I shot a sample of the color. Now, we were talking about it being, three-tone bike. It's been a couple paint jobs. The factory one's a little darker than the fairing one, and the owner liked the blueness that was in the silver when they fixed the bike. So, shot some clear over that. We were going for this. Actually, something between this and that dark there. So I came up with that there. We came up with that, the boys at the paint store. And that's actually BMW formulas mixed to get that kind of. If that makes any sense. I know it doesn't make any sense. So got a couple things covered. One of them being safety. Remember that guy on Tool Time? Always wear your goggles. Safety. What we got here, and I need a new one if I can find one. It's one of those little oxygen masks, and it's just a positive flow, fresh air respirator, home built. And the key to making your own hobby air type system, notice I said type, is to have a hose and that's an old vacuum cleaner, steam cleaning hose. If you got a big diameter hose, it's easy to get the air to flow through it. This one runs on 12 volts. It's got a little 12 volt computer fan way up the line there out in fresh air. And flip the switch, and we just got a little breeze coming in there. I don't know if it'll pick it up. Just enough to keep the dust off. You wouldn't want to paint with something like that. I got another one I use for paint I'll show another time. But I use that one just for sanding. Keep that dust, and it also works good for polishing, believe it or not. This stuff will creep up on you after the years, and you'll give you headaches, and you can't be breathing any dust after a while. So big thing on not breathing dust for me. Yeah, this color's gonna work. We can tone it one way or another, but I'm gonna let the guy get a look at that. He wanted to go with the silver, the more silver blue that was happening there. Oh, it's an earthquake. It's an earthquake. Got something? Got a tip of the day. It's coming, man. I got a tip of the day. I'm watching out there. People blocking and whatnot. I had to share this one. It's an oldie. This is the oldie. And they got these deals, gimmicks out there that you line up for body lines. And you can capture somewhat. You can capture shapes and lock it in. And then put that piece of sandpaper like that and get that shape, because I want that roundness over here. So I'm on the good side right now. And this doesn't work half as good as advertised. So you buy these things, you use them a few times, and then you put them in your toolbox. Basically, that kind of gives you a little round shape there. I've used it on the older cars where they have actual body lines that are put in the car to, give it strength. And there's been situations where this has come in handy. Little channels and body work and whatnot. Bet you some out there have seen this. So we're going to go back in time even farther. Farther back in time to what they call stink block. Stink block. And they come in big cubes. For those who haven't seen this stuff. Stink block they get from when they burn coal to make electricity. This is the slag. This is the foamy stuff they sweep off and throw away. They got to throw it away. Comes in different grits, I hear, but you don't use it that often. But when you do, it's kind of fun. They call it stink block because as it wears, it gives off a sulfur smell and stinks. And it was always fun to, I remember working in body shops where we'd break off a little piece of this and get near a guy who didn't see it coming and squish it on the ground with your boot. And it lets off the smell. Yeah, it's the big joke of the day. But here's how it works, okay? What you do is, we're going to be sanding this side. We're going to be shaping this side a little bit. And so I want to reverse that. I want to reverse this to there. So I want to kind of come in, and I put some tape on here. I want to come in this way, on this one, so I'll get the reverse that way. What I mean by that is you get this on there, and just use a corner, just use a corner, and kind of get that shape started just by rubbing it on there like that. The stuff flakes away, and it smells bad. Alright, it smells bad, so that's why they don't use it that much. But in the old days, they had a piece big enough you could do a whole door skin with this. See, that's how that's been shaped for one fender or another already. So it's been used a few times in a few different ways. But for today, I want that shape right there. Right about there. I'm just kind of working on there. Working it on that tape. And it does its thing. And see how I'm getting that edge right there? Now this is about 36 grit when you first cut it. And as it wears, it kind of gets smoother and turns into about, well, maybe 80 grit. Closer to 80. Which is perfect for us, because that's what we use on our filler. So now that I got that shape kind of established, I'm just going to work this right on the filler. It smells bad, and it's something a lot of people haven't seen. And you can see where it's starting to cut here, just like regular 36. And it's holding the shape here. So as this wears here, and not here, it kind of still cutting here, and not there. Of course, because we want to bring that out a little bit. So I'm looking for it to make way through here. Once I see it coming through there, I'm going to just refill whatever I got showing here. As you can see, our problem's getting smaller here, right? And we got this shoulder happening here, see? It's cutting strongest there. This is close to what they use to clean barbecue grills sometimes, but usually they'll just sell you a little brick like this, about that big. And it's still good for little grooves, I guess, and body lines. But if you want to do a whole panel, like a quarter panel, and capture that edge side to side, you can get these at your paint store supplier. Usually they'll call it stink block or coal block is its real name. And I just haven't seen anybody using it, so it was my turn to bring out something new. And it smells funny. smells kind of like rotten eggs. It's sulfur. It's got a sulfur smell, but it's actually cuts. It really cuts. And I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. Been watching the videos, man. We got good energy this week. Everybody's on the up and up, man. It's working. Got good energy. Tom out there fighting the dogs off in the junkyard. Tommy Shoe, he just got to get the house done so he can get back on the Corvette. James Freddy's in there, keeping us all calm. I like his attitude. Side jet. Rick the Fix is due any minute. He'll be along. We got a good group of people. If I missed anybody, I don't mean to. So the tip of the day was stink block, huh? And remember, I'm watching the government, so you don't have to. These guys, they're not getting anywhere still. Oh no. Okay, man, just quick checking in, letting the guys see the bike and the paint, and show you guys the stink block. And I'll get back with you.